Hello?
Hi, Rani.
Hi there. Tell me your name and where you're joining me from.
So, I'm Geeta
Mm-hmm.
and I'm joining you from Bangalore.
Hi, Geeta. Nice to meet you. So, tell me, what would you like to bitch about today?
So, I have a flatmate
Mm-hmm.
who's sworn that he's gonna send me to jail for drinking alcohol in my house.
Your flatmate is going to send you to jail for drinking alcohol in your house,
Yes.
the one that you share with her.
Yes. With her and another person.
Uh-huh.
But yes, this one person wants to send me to jail.
Sometimes I don't understand this generation. I seriously don't get what makes you guys take. So give me more details. What happened? Like, so are you like a chronic alcoholic? Do you drink alcohol she does not like? Do you beat her up after you drink alcohol? Because that would be a valid reason to send you to jail.
So I rarely ever drink. I'm on
Mm-hmm.
some sort of health kick.
Okay.
It's very once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm 26 and she's 39. It's something I just found out. So there is definitely a generation gap there.
Hang on. So she's from my generation.
Yes.
Whoa. I take it back. I take my words back. The millennials have been failed by this person who has a problem with alcohol. So how did all of this start?
So about a week ago,
Mm-hmm.
I had dropped a text to both of my flatmates saying I'm planning to invite some friends over for Navratri and it'll be a bit of a party. There'll be some music. So
Mm-hmm.
just want to check if they have an issue. I moved in with them 3 months ago.
Okay.
So, and they were okay with it.
So you're the new one in the tribe
Uh, no, all three of us moved into this place 3 months ago.
at the same time. Okay, so there's no like seniority in terms of who got there first. And there's
No.
always one person in every shared apartment. There's always one person who gets the master bedroom. That
So
person,
luck.
yeah, that person is the boss. I don't make the rules.
uh,
It is what it is. Yeah. So who has the master bedroom amongst the three of y'all?
it's the third flatmate.
The one who does not
And
have a problem with you.
yeah, she has absolutely no problem.
Oh, this is damn cool. And so this is kind of like a dispute amongst drug cartels. You know what I mean? Like the cartel bosses are having issues over what's happening in each other's territory, and then they go to the main boss, and they have a meeting, and then the boss decides how to sort that out. So, hmm. So yeah. Anyways, tell me about the party that you were planning.
Yeah, so I mean, they were okay with it. And then on the day of the party, a couple of hours before my guests were supposed to arrive,
Mm-hmm.
she texts me and says, I hope you will ensure that all boozing happens in your bedroom only. The party is in our common area.
Okay.
Uh, I don't know if she's never been invited to a party in almost 40 years of her existence
I mean,
because how does
to be fair, if she's almost 40 and sharing an apartment with you guys, yeah, I don't think it's going really that well on the personal front. You know what I mean?
except she thinks it is because in all of the threatening messages that she has sent to me, she's told me that my boyfriend is low status and that she will invite her corporate circle and I will see what high status
Whoa.
respectable.
Whoa. Back up. Hang on a second. So she's sent you threatening messages.
Every single thread she's written is on WhatsApp. She's not the brightest bulb.
Okay, so hang tight. So she was okay with the party. Other flatmate okay with the party, and just a couple of hours before your party is about to begin, she sends you a message saying, "I hope the alcohol consumption will happen only inside your bedroom, even though the party is happening outside."
Yes.
Okay, and how many people are we talking about? How many people have you invited to this party?
Under 10 people. I'm not a very cool person.
So nine, nine.
Eight or nine people,
Eight or
eventually
nine
seven
people.
people.
So you have 8 or 9
Yes.
people who'd happily come spend an evening with you and have drinks, but they don't want to live with you? You
I
didn't think
mean,
about that, did you? Anyway,
I
so
will
how did you
put
how did you respond to the message she sent you about the alcohol?
I just texted her saying, listen, that's not how parties work, mate. People will drink in the
Mm-hmm.
common room. That's it.
Yeah. So then, were they invited for the party as well? The two of them, did you invite them?
I had invited them. The one with the master bedroom, she
Mm-hmm.
was on
The
a
cartel
trip.
boss. Please speak respectfully of the person in the master bedroom. We should refer to her as El Jefe, cartel boss. All right.
So yes, the boss was leaving on a trip, and she
Okay.
was damn. She decorated our drawing room to
Mm-hmm.
facilitate my party with everything.
That's cool.
Uh, yes,
Okay. So
but this
so and yeah, your other flatmate. What should we call her? Let's give her a name.
I don't know. Let's go with Ria. I
No, like you know how with the mafia and stuff, they have like these nicknames or like that describe. Sometimes they describe animals. Like sometimes some people are called like in Narcos, one of the sicarios was he called the roach? The cockroach. Somebody was called cockroach. I'm not saying call her that, but everyone has like like Sammy the Bull from the Gravano family in New York. So yeah, Ria the what?
who describes her accurately. Actually,
What
she
is
is definitely
cockroach?
no, no, no. Just a little cuckoo in her head. So cuckoo should be
Cuckoo.
fine.
Okay, okay, fine. So Ria the cuckoo. Okay, so fine. So yeah, so she was invited. Did she come?
I mean, I sort of knew she wouldn't come.
Mm-hmm.
I've lived with her for 3 months. I know she's extremely religious to a fault.
Oh,
So, but
you
I
pick the
sent
best
out.
ones, don't you?
I mean, there were red flags. I should have
Mm.
seen them.
Mm-hmm. So what happened after the message? How did the party go?
So, my boyfriend decided that he wants to host the party instead.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, he also just has a bigger apartment, and logistically, it was working out.
Mm-hmm. And who does your
And
boyfriend live
uh,
with?
he lives with his own two flatmates.
Right. So your boyfriend has two flatmates. You have two flatmates, but you don't live together. Hmm.
We've just started dating. This is not an insult
No,
yet.
but one second. If how long have you guys been together?
Uh, a little over 3 months. I started dating him when I
So
got this flat.
right. So everything has started at the same time. New relationship, new flatmates. Your life is fun. Okay, so carry on. Yeah.
So yeah, he decided he wants to host it instead. Bigger place. His flatmates were not in town. Made a
Mm-hmm.
lot more sense.
Okay.
And I went back home to pick up some of the party supplies that I'd already ordered at
Mm-hmm.
mine.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, which is when this Ria's boyfriend, who is in, I don't know if I should name the organization, but he's a full time Swayam Sevak. Let's call it
Yeah,
that.
we understood which
And
organization. Yeah,
yeah,
it's Google.
uh,
So,
exactly.
but wait. So at the last minute, you decide to shift the party to your boyfriend's apartment.
Yes.
So there's no okay. So there's no party happening to begin with at the place. Okay, great. So you come back home. You want to pick up the stuff that you ordered for the party, and then what happened?
So this boyfriend, who somehow is even less sensible than the woman,
Mm-hmm.
tells me that if any of my friends step foot in my house, he's gonna call the police on me.
Okay.
Which is where So I call my friends back to my place, and we all have a couple of drinks in my drawing room.
Mm-hmm.
And while they're playing Sri Ram, we're playing Sufi music because why not?
Uh-huh. So why did you call your friends back to your apartment if the party was at your boyfriend's place?
Because this man tried to bully me and tell me that he will call the police if I do something completely legal in a space that is owned by me.
Hang
He's
on.
not
So,
on the
so, so,
lease.
so, so just to instigate him, you said, fuck this, we are moving the party back to my place.
Yes, absolutely.
And how did your boyfriend take that news?
Oh, he suggested this. He was like, nobody's going to bully you. I'm bringing everyone back to your
Awesome. So,
place.
this is a nice intergenerational conflict between young people and slightly younger people. And I'm saying
Listen,
this
let's not.
only because I'm in the same age group as the aggressors. I am so ashamed. And just to level the playing field, Geeta, if you ever want to have alcohol in your house, drink as much as you want. I will never call the cops on you. I promise.
Thank you
You
very
have my
much.
full permission to drink as much alcohol as you want. Okay, so the story is getting interesting. All right, fine. So you shift the party back to your place. You're sitting in the drawing room having alcohol exactly where you were told not to drink it. What happened then?
And this woman's boyfriend, who was acting all macho,
Mm-hmm.
left the place.
Okay.
But not before. He had a conversation with someone on the phone,
Mm-hmm.
loudly proclaiming the Padma Shri nominee,
So
just
he's
out of the blue.
like, so he's like, hello, Padma Shri nominee Daniel Fernandez. What are you up to today? Is that how he started the conversation?
No, he was just like, I am a Padma Shri nominee. Just randomly, he said
Oh,
that. It
he's
was very
announcing it to
weird.
the person who he's on the phone with.
Yeah, honestly, I think if I would have called him, then the phone would have rung also. It just seemed like something for our benefit.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Oh, and then?
Yeah, so he left, and the woman kept her door wide open, and she
Mm-hmm.
kept giving extremely dirty looks to my friends, which is not how anyone would party. So
Mm-hmm.
we had our fun, and the one designated teetotaler decided to drive us back to my boyfriend's house for the party.
Okay. So just to spite the two of them, you all had drinks at your place and then went back to your boyfriend's place.
Yes.
Okay. And is that when all hell broke loose, like after you returned home, or?
So I didn't even return home because I was really drunk, and I decided to
So are
just
you
crash
still
at
at your
my boy.
boyfriend's place?
I came back like a couple of hours.
Oh, damn, this is fresh. This is really,
Very
really fresh. This is just breaking news then.
yeah.
Okay, so what happened after that?
So, yeah, I mean, about 2 a.m., right? We're winding up the party, and I realize I've left like an empty alcohol bottle back at my place in the drawing because I receive a message saying, Geeta, please understand that you cannot do this. Please have some common sense. Please maintain the sanity of our common spaces. I'm sure she meant sanctity, but yeah,
Yeah, that's what happens when you don't finish school.
precisely. And yeah, I'm like, what the hell? And initially, I don't reply, but it's followed by a string of increasingly abusive and deranged messages.
Okay.
At which I feel like I have to reply. Uh, One of the messages also says that, uh, so essentially, my surname sort of gives away my caste, and it's a little bit annoying because that's when casteist people like her use it. So yeah, she called me out by my caste and said that she chose to live with someone of my caste because she thought that we are Sattvic people, and I should speak to my elders and figure out how my caste is supposed to live.
Hang on a second. I'm just going to throw up. Give me.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Just, oh God. And then?
I mean, look, that's when I was just off, right? Like, ah, I've had a privileged upbringing where, despite the fact, I mean, I'm also upper caste, so by default, I've had a privileged upbringing.
Hang
But
on, hang on. Let
yeah,
me throw up again.
yes, I
Yeah,
this
sorry.
is I have never had a conversation around my caste happen in my family, my friend circle ever. It's
So basically, she just got
yeah,
personal with you. She's attacking your caste, your supposed social status that she thinks you have, etc., etc. And this is all just happening over text over the last couple of days.
uh, yes, and she also wrote this all down on text. I mean, I have half a mind to put all of this out on Twitter and tag her employer.
But her employer, who's her employer? Is it the same organization of the Swayam Sevak, or was the boyfriend the Swayam Sevak of that organization?
The boyfriend's a Swayamsevak, but she works with an MNC, which I'm sure would frown upon the castist things that
Oh,
she's.
dude, so you have a silver bullet. You have the proverbial silver bullet. You can end her career in one shot. This is getting better.
Yeah, I cannot believe that she wrote all of this down on text for the world to see.
I hope she's a fan. I hope she's listening because
I highly doubt it.
yeah, I doubt she's a
I
fan.
highly doubt.
My if she turns out to be a fan, then I'll have to throw up again. I can't throw up 3 times in one night. That's too much throwing up. That too without any alcohol and empty bottles in the drawing room. Okay, so it's been 2 days of her using casteist language, just degrading you, because she saw an alcohol bottle in the living room.
Yes.
Okay, go on.
So, yeah, she said all of that, to which I had to respond, and she kept calling me crazy. Uh, at one point, she also said that for my very kind information, uh, sorry, just give me one sec. Yeah, at one point, she also said that for my very kind information, uh, she has informed the head of my caste's organization in my state
Your
that
caste's organization,
yeah, there are these little samajas that donate money towards the slightly less fortunate and everything.
right?
Uh, so yeah, she told me that she's informed the head of this organization in Karnataka,
Right,
and he's going to reach out to the head of the same organization in my home state, who are going to then reach out to my parents, and then she will see how I respond to this.
damn. You know, Geeta, sometimes I wake up in the morning and I feel like I have problems. And then I record the podcast once a week and I listen to the things that are going on in all your lives. And I realize that, I have it really good. I so thank you for making me feel so much better about anything that I may have to face. Dude, oh, I mean, it went from like the whole progression of the story went from okay, typical flatmate bullshit, and then it went to what the fuck, and now it's just comedy now. Let's be honest. This is a sketch. This is a
Actually, it gets better.
sketch in the making. Oh, it does. Go on.
Because she also told me that her boyfriend is very close to the Amit Shah, the home minister. And if I don't abide by her rules, then Amit Shah is going to question me.
Right. So the home minister of the country is going to put all his work aside to come to your house and question you about your drinking habits as a legal adult.
Yes,
in this country who's consuming alcohol legally in a private premise. How
yes.
does she have a job? Like, what is she like? What does she do in this organization that she works with?
Look, to be honest, she's 40 and she's living in the smallest room in a shared apartment with people younger than her. I don't want to be age, but she's not doing much.
I can tell. I can tell. All that opening and closing of doors every day must be tiring her out. So how does okay? So fair. So how did all of this like did it affect you in any way? Did you feel like what the fuck is this? Like, have you shared an apartment with people before, or is this your first time?
I have, but never with anyone this crazy.
Yeah, this is wild. So like, how did you feel about all this?
I mean, it was, of course, a little bit troubling, also because while I obviously don't believe in the Amit Shah threats, I know that politics is her boyfriend's business. And as a woman in this country, you're always a little bit on the edge with things, right?
Right.
But the one you're calling the mafia boss was very strongly on my side. Uh,
Yeah, I was just
she,
going to come to that. Like, did you tell her? Did you tell El Jefe that all of this is happening?
so all of these messages came on our group chat, so I didn't even have to tell her.
Whoa, whoa. So 1 second. All of this is on two people's phones.
Yes,
Damn. Damn. This woman is really dumb then.
very.
Like she's dumb as a bag of rocks. Like clearly she has no idea how badly fucked she is now. So like what did El Jefe say? Did she respond on the group?
Yes, she did respond and she said that we should both wait till she's back because she's traveling. And also just a obligatory, guys, let's not abuse each other because this other woman was abusing me on the messages. Uh, which is when this Ria started abusing the LFA.
Oh man.
Yes.
We have a rogue we have a rogue cartel leader in the group.
Yes.
Okay, so how do you think this is going to play out?
I have actually been speaking to lawyers. Uh, both of us are trying to get her evicted.
Is she
Uh,
is she on the lease?
she is on the lease.
Okay, so then it's slightly complicated because of that. And then you'll have to involve the landlord as well, right?
Yes, I've had like a smaller conversation with him, given him less context. And the landlord's a guy in his mid 30s who's like, of course, parties have alcohol. You calm
Yeah,
down.
yeah. But
Yeah, but
where do you think this kind of mindset comes from? Like, again, how is it that like I had another guest like a few weeks back, similar some issues with her flatmate and stuff like that, and it kind of paints a very different picture from what I experienced when I was in the flatmate phase of my life. So obviously, clearly,
mm-hmm.
this person should not be a flatmate right now. So clearly, something is already off with her. At 40, she's sharing an apartment with the two of you and being a bitch. Clearly, like so, do you guys not like screen people? Like, how does this happen? How do you get people of such differing mindsets living in the same house?
I honestly, I think we just really like this place. Me and the LFA, right? We've been house hunting for a while. Uh, Needed a third flatmate. We were both very comfortable with each other, and we said yes to the first person that showed up.
Ah,
Completely.
right. You didn't feel the need to kind of screen the person, had just sit down, get to know them, see what they're all about, etc., etc. And so, is it or demand supply situation as well, because I have heard of people scrambling to find roommates because rents are really high, and because there aren't that many on available as well to share the rent with, they end up living with people they wouldn't ordinarily even have a cup of tea with.
I think so, yes. I also it's a bit of, I mean, you're scrambling to pay the deposit and finalize the place, right?
Yeah.
And
Everything needs to
dep
happen so quickly. As soon as you find an apartment you like, before somebody else grabs it, you pay the deposit, sign the agreement, etc., etc. So yeah, I can imagine the situation, the mad scramble. So I can see why uh, you may have thought, fuck it, don't do any screening. Let's just, if she's ready to move in, let's do it. But I feel like
yeah,
this is going to become all the more common now. We're going to have a lot of these conflicts, so to say, because everybody is trying to get a piece of the big pie in the big city. But again, like we all know, it takes a while to get to a place where you can have an apartment or a home by yourself. So there will be this phase for all the young people out there, and the older people who can't cut it in life eventually, um, where they will have to share living spaces. And for the sanctity of the space itself,
please.
you know what I mean, right? It's so important to live with people that are alike.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think I've just really lucked out before this. So I really gave much thought to this. But I
Yeah.
think
No, but I
for
think in
the
the
foreseeable
future,
future,
first of all, like you should start pressurizing your boyfriend to move in straight away. That's the best thing. Once the two of you live together, then you don't have to deal with any of this nonsense. So start putting pressure straight away over there. It's 3 months is enough time, Gita. 3 months is enough time. Life is too short. What is he waiting for? A sign from heaven? Like, I don't know. I think you guys should just move in. But in the event that he's not ready to move in, which clearly means he doesn't love you after 3 months. I think, yeah, but going forward, once you kick this woman out, the next person you let in, and you guys got to sit down. You got to sit her down and just talk about everything. Let them speak, ask open-ended questions, let them talk. The more they speak, the more you learn about them. And then, of course, discuss these scenarios. How comfortable are you with pets? How comfortable are you with my partner coming over? How comfortable are you with a party happening once in a while? Which, damn, who knew life would get
yeah.
so complicated, right?
Also, the funniest thing is that, like I said, we're not very cool people. My party eventually, almost everyone was out by 12:30, like passed out. It didn't even go
But
long.
it's Bangalore. Everybody passes out by 12:30 in Bangalore. It's called force of habit.
But yeah, this is bizarre. This is completely bizarre.
Did you feel scared at any time when all of this went down?
So, her boyfriend's been staying with us for the last 2 months, and he's not exactly what I would describe as a man who makes you feel safe.
How is
Uh,
that allowed?
so
Hang on a second. How is that allowed for the boyfriend to stay over for 2 months?
it's not. I think it's just that me and the LF have been very non-confrontational, so we've told each other about how annoying, but we've not told these people.
Yeah, I think it's important to have clear ground rules in a shared space. And like you have to
Yeah.
ratify it, sign it. These are the 10 things that are, dude, that's damn. Like, if you ask me, and based on what you told me about this guy, I think it's damn creepy that you have to live there. Like, I think your
Oh,
boyfriend really needs to step up. He really needs to step up. Okay, I don't know if he's a fan or not, but once this episode drops, I want you to send this link to him, and I'm looking directly at him, and it's like, bro, step up, step up. Okay, like do better. It's been three
he's
months.
younger than
Make
me.
your move. Make your move. I don't care if you're younger. That's how life is. Okay, your Geeta is a catch. She clearly likes drinking alcohol, and that's all you need to know. to make a big decision like this. So make sure you step up, move her into your place, like, like do like a flatmate swap thing where you send those two boys from there over here, and I think it will even out, and everybody will be happy. This is I don't know. I couldn't. Is this common? Does this happen a lot with people? Like, have you heard of your friends telling you horror stories about flatmates like
My
this?
lawyer connected someone who told me that her flatmate took discreet pictures of her and the police did nothing.
Her flatmate took discreet pictures of her. Like, was it like a dude?
No, a woman, but I mean, given it's
A,
a
a
woman's only space.
woman, a woman took discreet pictures of another woman in the flat,
Yes.
and then what
Yes.
did she do with the pictures?
God knows. But like she had
But it was a
tons of
woman
them
who
on.
did it, right?
Yeah.
So guys are off the hook for this one. We are okay, right? Men didn't. We didn't have anything to do with this one. All right. High five, everybody. Yeah. So,
I mean, for
so I'm
once,
guessing. So I'm guessing there are a lot of these horror stories now.
I am afraid yes.
So the dating scene is screwed up. The flatmate scene is screwed up. The marriage scene, I mean, in most cases, are not screwed up. Damn, like there is there is just no respite, is there?
And
With
I'm clearly not seeing flags anywhere.
yeah, this that's wild. That's just wild. No. So what are you planning on doing about this?
Like I said, I'm trying to look at legal options and let's see how it goes.
Does she drink, Ria?
No. She thinks it's a low status thing to do.
It's a low status thing to drink.
Her words.
Clearly, she hasn't heard of Vijay Mallya, the king of good times, also from Bangalore. And look how well his life turned out, because he used to love drinking. Yeah, I think the best thing to do is just get her out, dude. Like, life is too short to have to deal with all this nonsense. Like, here's what I would do, okay? I would straight up get in touch with the landlord and be like, yo, we got a situation here. Uh, this girl is a bitch. This is how she's been speaking to us. It's causing a lot of disharmony in the space. We want to have her out. And yeah, and get her out. Like let him handle it, and then probably tell her as well that she's already incriminated herself to a point where she could lose her job, and her threatening you guys with Amit Shah, etc., is not going to make it any better. So the more amicable thing to do is just everybody walk away quietly. She pack her bags, go find another place. Maybe she can go live with that boyfriend of hers. And also, what is it with all these men who are dating these women but not living with them while they are living with other people?
To be fair, he's living with her. He's not left our house in 2 months.
Yeah, but he's living. I mean, so he doesn't have his own place.
Nope.
God, these two are disgusting. Yuck. But yeah, but I think, man, just get them the fuck out of the house as best you can. I wouldn't stress too much about it. I think the important it's quite easy to get flustered when somebody threatens you like this, especially with the environment that we're living in, and everyone's like, oh, every second person apparently now has a political hook, and they'll threaten to call this person or they'll call somebody else, and they'll get a bulldozer and stuff like that. So I can see why one might feel afraid in situations like this, but I think you've played it well so far. You've kept your friends in the loop. You've spoken to a lawyer. You've come on the podcast, so you're really making sure you do whatever is needed to sort this out. So I think you're good. Yeah, just get her out of the
Right.
house. Get her out of the house. If you need another roommate, screen them thoroughly. You know, and make sure you'll establish ground rules. Very important. Ground rules in sharing spaces. These are the 15 things that everybody must agree to. etc., etc., whether it's friends coming over, whether it's partners staying over, all of that stuff. And just work harder, Geeta. Work harder. That has to be the game, where you just get to a point where you don't need flatmates, you don't need a boyfriend, you don't need a husband. And when you reach that position of strength and you have your own space to yourself, all the only thing that's left for you to do is adopt cats. That is the success that everybody should aspire to.
Yeah, no, man. You've seen Big Bang Theory, right? With its
Yeah,
roommate agreement. That
yeah,
that's the plan.
yeah, yeah. And also, like, live with people who uh, you have more in common with than the opposite. You know what I mean? Like, let's face it, all equality and all of that is all great, but I don't. There, most people that we have to interact with on social media, or offline also, a lot of these people are not necessarily the kind that we should be living with. Does that make sense? I think
Oh,
we
absolutely.
put too low a premium on our personal space, on our safety, our mental peace of mind, etc., etc. Like, I mean, technically, you are actually living with a YouTube comment. you know,
It sounds like that.
yeah, you are
Anti-threat.
actually living with a YouTube comment, or a Instagram troll. So yeah, I hope you are able to sort this out. Get her kicked out, do better, work hard, force your boyfriend to live with you till you are able to afford your own place, and then kick him out as well. And I think you should be fine then. Sounds good.
It sounds great.
Awesome, Geeta. I think that's all we have time for tonight. This was a lot of fun. And I'm really grateful for you making me feel better about my own life through the sharing of your story. And I hope that you are feeling better about your situation right now with the plan that we have both agreed to
I
become
am, and
to
trauma is
become
at least fun.
El Jefe eventually. All right, this was fun. I hope you had a good time as well, Geeta, and I hope to see you at a live show someday.
Yes, see ya.
Awesome. Thanks so much. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye bye.